Okay, is this Mr. Lockhart? Jamil Lockhart? All right, Mr. Lockhart, have we had this discussion before?
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jamil Lockhart, and you're making a special appearance.
All right, well, you got to make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that the last time.
Yeah, so I've filed a notice of removal for all of these cases because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way. But I mean, there's been no response from the city, but to this point. I mean, just the last court date we had, perjury was committed. I mean, you guys put on the record that I failed to appear, and I spoke to you.
You did fail to show up to the Wayne County Jail. You were ordered to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. You haven't showed up. You still haven't showed up. So you still disobeying. Let's not do this. This is how it started the last time. You still disobeying the court's order, and you have to do 30 days. You have to present yourself to the Wayne County Jail. You have a warrant out for your arrest. And before we go over this other stuff, you got to go. You have to go to the Wayne County Jail. All right.
This courtroom starts calm, but you can feel it slipping. Jamil Lockhart walks in talking about special appearances and removal notices, but the judge's patience is already gone. She's seen this before. And when she says, "You've got to make your special appearance at the Wayne County Jail," you can tell, this isn't just legal frustration. This is a judge dealing with defiance dressed up as sovereignty.
I understand if the condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel and be made fully aware of how he should present himself in court. I know that it's his intention to resolve these matters without any further court appearances or draining any further resources or delaying the process anymore. And I know that the court doesn't want to delay the process any further. I understand his behavior is what put us in this position as of right now, but we're just hoping to resolve today if the court will allow.
I'm not moving. I gave him ample, this is a 27 plus, maybe 30 plus minute video. I gave him ample opportunity, and I'm not moving.
I mean, Your Honor, in that video, I did apologize to you for, I guess.
You apologize after you got the 30 days. I'm not.
I apologize after the offense was. I don't know what else I would apologize.
And you still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you and to resolve the matters. I have no sympathy for you at all.
And here's where it snaps. The defense pleads for mercy, but the judge's tone freezes. "I have no sympathy for you at all." That line hits like a gavel through the soul. You can hear years of courtroom fatigue behind it. Judges don't lose empathy easily. But once they do, it's because someone's burned every last bridge of credibility.
When I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court, let me give an opportunity to speak, he continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary, it's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
He hasn't even come to done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jamir Lockhart or the person of Jamir Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jamil Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you
Will
want
the
to
court
take,
allow-
we'll take off the warrant, we'll give him a pretrial date, and then he can, go do his 30 days. And he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and they can, or somebody can rid him out then. City of Detroit versus, Jamil Amir Lockhart, case numbers.
93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
He's got an expired plate that's in default that I'm not gonna set aside. He owes $174 on that. As for purposes of arraignment counsel.
Again, Your Honor, Jamil Lockhart would stand mute. Ask that the court would enter a not guilty plea at this time on his behalf. Mr. Lockhart, I hope you're recalling these are all things that we discussed in the breakout room. I told you how the process works.
All right, I'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. I'll give him a $0 bond. We'll set a pretrial in the matter for 9/22/2023 at 8:30 a.m. All right.
Your Honor, there is currently a recommendation if the court would allow a plea.
No. He's gonna have to go do the time.
So, sir, as we discussed, I think you would be better suited if you, one, hire an attorney, two, go to the Wayne County Jail and submit yourself so that your matters could be resolved. I understand that when you appear in court, there's different terms.
Lockhart's lawyer tries to play the family hardship card, and the judge destroys it in seconds. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary with families. Cold, but fair. This isn't cruelty, it's accountability. The law doesn't pause because you've got bills or kids. And the way she keeps her voice steady? That's discipline forged from seeing too many excuses die on that bench.
Presidents of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan and whoever comes in here, so it doesn't take up my time. This is what we do.
Yeah. So yeah, and continuing, I would just like to, get this over with, pay whatever fines need to be paid. I would like to have my license back. I can't rent a car when I travel. I would like to be able to do that. So whatever I owe for these civil offenses.
Last year, over a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to resolve this. Whatever I owe for those offenses, I'm willing to pay, and it'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And, I should have handled this differently. I can see that now, but yeah, I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges are that I need to pay, I'm willing to do that, and I'll put this to rest.
Then, just when you think it's over, Lockhart softens. He admits, I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And honestly, that's the first time he sounds human. No legal theories, no paper shields, just a man realizing that pride has a price. You can see the weight drop off his shoulders, but it's too late to undo a year of defiance.
I haven't been privy to any judicial tenure complaint. My first duty is a duty to sit. I feel that I
put it in your mailbox.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, the Judicial Tenure Commission will have to come, and I'll have to respond to them accordingly if they present something to me.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, sir. Next court date, 9/22, you're still expected to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.
Well, Your Honor, I would ask one final argument. I understand that he may have indicated he did not want an attorney to represent him. Jail time is a very harsh penalty. And I know that the court didn't just immediately come to that decision. I would ask if the court would consider some of the things that were stated on the record in terms of he now has a better understanding. He is remorseful of how things played out. And I would ask if the court would issue a monetary fine for the contempt rather than jail. If the court, please.
And he's got a proceeding in federal court against him. So where is it, you know, where's this,
I'm simply trying to protect.
Your Honor, but again, Your Honor, Mr. Lockhart, on behalf of Mr. Lockhart, stop. What I'm saying, the court has to understand the fact that a lot of these things came into play before today. So if in fact there was something filed, it was before today, before having a better understanding of how the process works, how to conduct oneself in court, and that one is held to the same standards as an attorney. I would ask if the court would consider converting that jail term into a monetary fine.
Not at this point. At this point.
Your Honor, I only have a federal claim against you as a means to try to keep myself out of jail, right? It's not something that I want to do, you know?
You can take any action. You can take any action under the law that you choose to, sir. I haven't prevented you or even tried to even attempt to prevent you, and I can't prevent you from doing it.
I don't want to do that. I just want to handle this, pay whatever I need to pay, and move on.
So again, advocating on behalf of
needs to be sitting in jail. I'm an upstanding individual. I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I haven't harmed anyone, and I never would.
The lawyer begs for a fine instead of jail, but the judge refuses again. You can feel her inner conflict. She's not angry anymore. She's done. That's what final authority sounds like. It's not shouting. It's quiet resolve backed by law.
People tell me I'm too lenient and I'm a defense judge and I try to be fair to everybody that comes through here. I gave Mr. Lockhart, and I'm giving Mr. Lockhart now, over a half hour when other people only get 5 minutes to speak. I gave him ample time today and back when he came in court the last time. And you say that he's changed, but he came into court today spewing the same stuff that he started out before he talked to you that he did when he was there. I read those motions that he filed, which was in the court's eyes had no basis in law whatsoever. None. I've never seen those legal theories that he's purporting. I don't know if you, well, let me strike that. I've seen those legal theories that he's reported, but I've never seen those in the rules of court rules. I've never seen that in any of the law books that I've ever read. So I told him this back then, that he needs to go get the rules. I gave him an opportunity to read the rules of procedure. He refused everything. Now, the transcript of it, you can order the transcript. He can hire his own lawyer, and he'll get whatever kind of hearing that he will get. I'm not going to recuse myself from the case.
By the end, the judge almost sounds sad. People say I'm too lenient, but she's right, she gave him every chance. Lockhart wanted justice on his own terms, but that's not how the system works. The courtroom isn't a stage for rebellion, it's a place where truth collides with consequence. And this time, consequence won.